Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Hepzibah Frances. Welcome to Life with Hepzibah Frances, where we do our life by the voice of the Lord. Now, last week I shared a video, kind of like a warning for the year 2023, saying to you, whatever you do this year, make sure you don't date the counterfeits. Today's video is going to be for our men and brothers, and I'm excited to be sharing this because I love when we get to talk to men, because somehow we're always talking to ladies. Now, today's video is on 5 reasons why you are still single as a mature single man. Number one of this reason is basically you may not be seeing your wife. Now, I had a dream one time that led to God giving me the book titled If You Are Looking for a Wife, Do These Things. You can get it with the link in the description box. And the dream I had was God basically telling me to pray for the eyes of my husband to be open, because guess what? You and your spouse could be passing by one another every day for 10 years, and you do not know that they are the one that God has for you. Basically, if you are a man who is still single and you don't want to be single, could it be that you are not seeing your spouse? How do you solve this issue? Pray that God will open your eyes to see the woman that He has for you. Remember in Genesis 24, when Isaac met Rebekah, scripture says that Isaac lifted up his eyes. Remember also in Genesis chapter 2, when Adam saw Eve. Immediately he saw her, he knew that this was his woman. His eyes were open, and that's not just speaking about physical eyes, but his spiritual eyes. Number two reason why you may still be single as a mature single man could be that you are filled with your own fantasies concerning the woman that God has for you. The Winlows shared something recently asking guys what they want to see in their wife, and there were many requirements. Guys, God knows your wife, and those things that you are piling up for yourself on your list may not be in the woman that God has for you. But rest assured that God is going to choose the best one for your purpose and for your calling. She may not fit the fantasies. You've been reading, some guys have been reading pornographic magazines for years, and you want the wife that God has for you to fit into the picture on those pornographic magazines. Guys, you need God to wash your eyes and give you His own list for the kind of woman that He has for you. Number three reason why you could still be single as a mature single man could be that you haven't fully surrendered to God yet. You know, sometimes we are so afraid to say yes to God because we think, what will God do or give to me as a spouse? And I wrote this in a book titled Knowing God's Will About a Potential Spouse. I shared an experience that God literally gave me the kind of fish I wanted to eat. If God can give us the food we want to eat, He knows our best meals and we give that to us, how much more the kind of woman He wants to give to us? But you know, God's will doesn't become clear until we surrender and say, God, whatever your will may be, I'm going to do it. So it could be that you are still struggling with surrendering to God. And because you are still struggling, He's not going to make His will clear to you yet, because you are not going to do it anyway if He tells you. So you may want to surrender and say, God, whatever you will, whatever you choose, I choose. The fourth reason why you may still be single as a mature single man could be that you are afraid. In Matthew chapter 1, Joseph was literally afraid to receive Mary unto himself as his wife. Could it be that God has shown you your wife, but you're afraid to receive her as your wife because she's carrying something that you think you can't handle? God had to send an angel to Joseph to say, don't be afraid to receive Mary as your wife. What she's carrying is of the Lord. So allow the Lord explain to you what that woman is carrying, whatever it is that you're afraid of. Seek the Lord and God will give you clarity. God will assuage your heart with peace and comfort and let you go ahead with what He has chosen for you, instead of you being stuck in one spot, still single. The fifth reason why you may still be single as a mature single man could be that you are dragging your feet. In Ruth chapter 4, we see Boaz leaving the threshing floor immediately after Ruth had come on. I think I'm going to share what really happened at the threshing floor later on. But immediately after he had that encounter with Ruth, he literally left the next day to make Ruth his wife. We have some brothers who drag their feet. As soon as you know that God has spoken to you that this is the woman that He has for you, go ahead and take the plunge. The righteous are as bold as a lion. Be bold. Make your proposal. Share. Talk. Speak. And do everything you can to make her yours before another man snatches her right before your face because you are slow. If you enjoyed this video, those 5 reasons why you may still be single as a mature single man may not be inexhaustive in themselves. So comment below if you know any other reason why a mature single man, Christian single man, may still be single. And if this resonated with you, feel free to also comment below. Share this video on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let another mature single man come see the reason why they may still be single. Subscribe. And of course, the 2 books I mentioned in this video, if you're looking for a wife, Do These Things, and Another Way of Knowing God's Will About a Potential Spouse, you can get it with a link in the description box or in the comment section below. See you next week for the next video on Life with Hepzibah. Please subscribe, share, and we'll see you next week. Sorry about the background. I did the best I could with what I had right now. I didn't want today to go by without filming this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next week by the grace of God. Bye for now. Subscribe.